I had a problem with my oil breather on the side of the engine leaking oil. I didn't have a filter or anything to catch the oil, and the stock one, even they leave oil dripping in the driveway. So I noticed this marine application has this little setup, which I already had this part for an oil fill, and I ordered a little filter off of Amazon, and I'm going to create the same situation here and plug up the other two on the side so I don't have any oil leaks. I don't know if anybody else has ever done this, but right now I've already done this part, and I put a sock over here so that I could test it out and make sure it's going to work and I wouldn't going to pull a bunch of dirt in the engine. And so far it's even quieter. It's the engine's a lot less noisy. So this is my final solution. I'm going to put this on there. I believe this right here is it's not 1 3/4, but it's kind of close. This is a 48 millimeter, and this is for like go-karts or something. So I'm going to put this on my oil fill, and it'll become my breather. They also say there's less volatility where the breather action is up here, so it's less likely to spit oil out. So let's go. Yeah, so I'm going to go test this filter out. Hopefully it'll just pop right on and I won't have any problems. There's my custom breather. Look at that. Nothing but high quality work here at JYDOG Garage. Got no redneck stuff going on here. Hopefully it follows well. Look at that. It's right on there. Okay, so there's my breather solution. Yeah, I know, that's kind of weird looking, but hey, it gets the job done. It's better than a sock. Alright, let me show you you guys what my son was just talking about. Yes, I've been on Craigslist again. They're not in the best shape, but they are King Ranch seats, and they're from a vehicle that's a little bit older than mine. 2006. A little bit of cracks and stuff like that. I can fix that. Put some conditioner on them to see how they come out, but that's probably the worst one out of all of them. And I think I can clean them up and they'll come out okay. They feel nice. And this is the driver's seat. Usually this has got it's a little rough right there, but not too bad. Clean them up a little bit, and I know the back looked like it would just bolt right in. Oh yeah, I got the floor mats too, and my old window, it doesn't exactly match. I just noticed that. Huh. Dang, I might have to resell my window. I thought it was going to match this window, but it doesn't. It's got a lip that goes all the way around, but it's electric. Oh well, I got that. I got a pretty good deal on that too. Definitely think it's an upgrade, even though those are leather. Kind of dirty, but those look better, I think. Although I do like this style better on the bottom. Don't want to have to change electronics on that stuff. Let's see if these will bolt in. I would think they'd be able to, being only like 2 years apart, but you know, a lot can change in 2 years. And it's also a much higher grade truck. Oh, and check out the homemade penetrant stuff using wax and what else did I use? Mineral spirits or something like that, but it's beating up. Maybe make the wood last a little bit longer. Okay, so my son helped me get this seat in here, and I really like the way it looks. I was debating whether I was going to put these in here or not, but hopefully the front will fit. They still need to be cleaned up. They're really dirty. I just cleaned the bases up because that'll be hard to get to. And same thing on this one, cleaning the base up, and then I'm going to put some protectant on it if it fits. So here's the moment of truth. It's got the same plug
but I don't know if the wiring's different or not. The center console, this is out of my 2003, by the way. And I think I'm going to have to switch that out to something that matches and something that works better. I really like the bench seat, but way off on years on that. Alright, the wiring is not plug and play. Different connectors, unfortunately. Where there's a will, there's a way. I'm going to have to get a wiring diagram for a 2006 and a seat wiring diagram for the 2008. I got some dirty floor mats for. I'm gonna try these in there. I'm gonna pressure wash them, see how they come out. Ooh, this steering wheel's fried. That's why it was covered. Bad thing about leather steering wheels. I'm gonna get a nice leather cover that matches these seats. Is what I'm gonna do. I have to order one of those. Looks more comfortable to me. This isn't quite as nice as the old one, but it'll work. Magnetic. Alright, got to figure out the wiring and I'll be set. Looks like I gained some lumbar controls and all kinds of other stuff I didn't have on the other seats. And they're going to be heated also, which is nice. These little standalone heated seats. Pretty cool. My lights weren't working before. I got these aftermarket headlights, which I really like. I like the looks of them. I like them better than I do the stock ones, but as you can tell, they're not the best quality. And the bulbs are different than, you can tell the bulb almost melted that right there. The only thing that would work was the high beam headlights, and the low beams would not work. So I had to go and check the connections and everything. And I had bulbs burned out. I had bad connections. And these are not the stock bulbs that go in here. These are H1 halogen bulbs, I guess. 55 watt. I think the stock ones are 9,004, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the correct version of it. But what I want to do is put some headlights in here that work correctly. Let me show you what I got, what I'm working with. I finally got them working. Oh, they have LED halo lights around there, but I don't care about that stuff. I just want to get the main lights working. These lights right here are the main driving lights, which I got those working. And I got a high beam that's out. Yeah, high beam's out on this side. And that one seems to be working. As you know, I'm a big fan of Auxbeam, and they sent me over a set of headlights to try out. And I'm going to do a little comparison here and see what the difference is. I guess since this side was out, I'm going to replace the bulbs on this side. Oops. Yep. It's a nice looking set of beams here. Nice looking set of lights here. Like I said, they sell a pretty good quality product. I haven't got anything from them yet that I just wanted to send back and not try out. These look like top of the line right here. Let me show you what I'm working with. And luckily my fender's out, so this is going to be easy to take apart. I take the little covers off the backside, and you can see there's only two wires going. One is a negative and one's a positive. And they are loose connections. And look how hot these got. I don't know if you can make that out, but that's discolored because it got really, really hot. And this is how you pull the bulb out. You can see how hot those bulbs get. They're They go through quite a bit, which is what makes me think is these are going to work out great because they have cooling little fans built into them compared to just the straight bulb that I was working with before. And I bet you these don't last very long. So as you can see, there's a tiny little fan on the back side to keep everything cool. And these are waterproof. Yeah, these wires right here are for the little halo rings, LED rings that go around the lights, but I don't really care that much about those, so I'm not going to wire them up for right now. Maybe later, when I run out of stuff to do. Now that is bright. That is super bright. I can't even just look at it. You hear the little fan? Hopefully my cover will clear. Yeah, so this is a CAN bus module that makes it work in case you have a CAN bus light system, which I don't on this truck, so I'm not going to be using them. But it goes right in between this connector right here and makes it so it works with your factory computer. I like this. I'm going to have better connections for my lights because the old ones were a little bit rusty. But fits right in there. Perfect fit. Just put my wires down in there and cap on it. And then we'll put the light back on, do some testing tonight. Alright, I think that's a pretty good indicator of what I'm dealing with here. Those LEDs are way brighter. That just doesn't cut it right there. And not to mention, that's behind smoked glass too. It looks like that. I can imagine if those covers weren't smoked. Oh man, it might be too bright. Yep, I can't wait to test these out at night. Okay, let's try high beams. Oh yeah. Definitely a difference there. I think that's a pretty good upgrade for a reasonable cost there. And I'm going to stick with these headlights. I do like these. Usually I don't like aftermarket headlights, but I like these better than I do the stock ones. Let me see how hot. You can see those halogen bulbs before, they were burning a little hole right there. I don't feel any heat. I can hear the little fan running in there. Alright, we'll come out here and do the night test and see what it looks like. Alright, I'm just waiting for it to get dark, but I have noticed the biggest difference. When I walk by here, I put my hand out here, I can feel heat out to this point right here. Whereas over here, I don't feel anything. Maybe just a slight bit of warmth right there. But over here, I can actually put my hand out like 6 inches. I can actually feel heat coming off that thing. I don't have my glasses, so hopefully this will work. I'm getting like 160. That right there, if you've got these cheaper covers, that's a 60-degree difference. Quite a bit. I'm sure it makes them last longer also. Of course, that is the high beams too. Let's try the low beams. About 100 degrees coming out of the low beams. 107. About 107 degrees. And we're right between 80 and 90 on here. Whoop, it's up 100. It's definitely a difference in temperature. New truck, old truck. I know which one I'd rather have. So here's my night test. It's not completely dark out, but I think it's dark enough that we can test this out. The lights probably still need to be aimed a little bit, but that's what they look like. And I'm going to block each side so you can tell how much light they're throwing. That is the halogen light. And that's the LED light. And I think you can tell that the LED light is really lighting up a lot better than the halogen side. Okay, I think the high beams tell the same story. Covering up the LED, covering up the halogen. I think that pretty much sums it up, guys. If you're looking for a good set of headlights, I think Auxbeam has got a good solution out there, and for a reasonable price, and very good quality. So check them out.
Hey, thanks for watching my channel, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do for future updates. Remember, build it, don't buy it.